I hope we are not late. I really hope we're not late. We should have left earlier, but decent way to start a documentary, right? It's like a herd of zombies. Like it almost feels like surreal, you know? Like it doesn't feel like I'm actually going to meet her. I'm so used to her obviously being in Finland, so to actually now go and see her, it's kind of, I don't know. It doesn't feel real, you know? There she is. Finally. Okay. My name is Chris Bright, and my girlfriend is Yasmin Lapalainen. She's from Finland. We met in Frankfurt when I went on exchange. I was on exchange because I'd wanted to go to Germany for about 2.5 years. It was just something that I always wanted to do, and I was lucky enough that I had saved up enough money to be able to go on the exchange.
Oh, in Germany, I went to study business because that's the only option available.
She's studying cosmetics, but she's also studying the business of it. So that's why when she was on exchange, she could still do those business courses. It wasn't like she was doing, beauty courses or anything like that in Germany. She was just doing business courses.
If I remember it correctly, the first time I saw him was at a student bar called Café Kots. And I was there with my one Thai friend, and I met this Australian boy who brought Chris, and then we just kind of all hang out there.
First time we talked, it was just it was stuff about her country, Finland. It was stuff about my country, Canada.
The way he spoke and just talk about it was like really welcoming, and it was easy to talk with him. So that was the first thing I noticed.
I found her to be very interesting. I like talking to her. She can actually hold a conversation. She's very passionate about her country. And to me, that's very important for a relationship, is being able to hold a conversation of interest with the other person.
I think it was like after 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks after we met the first time, we got to a conversation talking about different opinions and guys and like relationships for hours in a Café Kots, and then we left together.
And we kissed at the main train station called Konstablewache, which is in the middle of Frankfurt.
We did quite a lot of traveling together.
So we went to Greece, we went to Hungary, Slovakia, Italy, went to Finland, obviously, the Netherlands, Austria, went to all these great countries.
I really like Greece.
And going on this boat trip, that was just amazing because she really likes the water. And seeing, these beautiful islands in Greece, that was definitely the highlight of the whole exchange.
It was just really like, I felt that this might be the guy I want to spend my life with. But we knew that from the beginning that he has to leave at the end of August.
To me, it was just a matter of, well, if I leave and then, we don't see each other past Germany, then it was a great time. Didn't regret any of it, and I was able to spend my exchange with someone and live with someone.
The day came closer for him to leave is that we started really talking about like when I should come here. I mainly came here to see him. The city is just a plus. I'm just enjoying spending time with him. Other things, they don't matter that much.
It's been really funny. I thought we would go to all these like interesting Toronto locations, and we have done almost none of them. got really far into the American Falls, then it was just too much. Yasmin was pissed. She's like, I'm fucking soaked. Yeah.
When he first left, we didn't communicate that often, and it was like, it felt kind of weird.
Usually for me, like, I don't text people how their day is and asking all these things, right? Usually I'm messaging them for a direct reason. But doing that has been one thing that I've had to learn.
I'm 7 hours ahead, so it's like, oh, I go to school or I work, and then when he wakes up, I can just talk to him and share my day and all that.
Challenge? Well, I mean, the obvious ones is not having that physicality, right? Not being able to actually touch that person or be with that person.
That comfort and sometimes the support you need, like after a rough day or something.
That's the immediate one. Like most people will say when you tell them that they're in a long distance relationship, they either say one or two things. They either say, one, you're an idiot, right? I could never make that work, you know, especially if the person's not there. Or two, they think it's kind of endearing and kind of sweet, and then they ask about it.
I like how he's really well spoken, and we can have conversation pretty much about anything. We usually have different opinions. It's almost like an argument, even though he says it's not. And it's usually really productive almost. I like changing opinions. I like seeing different views of topics.
I can talk to her. I can actually talk to her. I don't lie to her, and that's one thing that's very important. And like not even white lies, none of that, because that's still lying, right? I don't lie to her, and I try to be as honest with her as possible. And even though I'm obviously not perfect at it, it's the willingness to have an open conversation and be honest with each other is something that I've never had in another relationship. And that's what I think is very desirable too. What I need, and what I think most people need in a relationship, is to be able to have a partner that will tell them how they can be better. And not in the same way that your dad tells you how you can be better, right? But in the way that sometimes it's really nice to have a girlfriend who's like, hey, you're being an idiot right now, right? And that's not you, and this is how you should act. And I've never had a girlfriend like that resist my own bullshit. Yeah, that's what makes it worth it. But the speculation is either one, I move to Europe, move to Germany. She would either continue to live and work in Finland, and I would live and work in Germany.
But it's also about finding a job there, because I think it's easier for me to find a job here than for him to find a job in Finland.
And the thing is that I'm planning, we're planning to make it work. And her family likes me.